I just ran upstairs to make some more copies, so anybody without a handout, stay tuned for that. She'll be back. But this is class 1 of social media madness. Yes,
Can
Kathy?
I just ask a quick question?
Yep.
If I already have a business page from this
Connected.
scratch,
And Patty, even if you already have yours, we can go over, how you can modify, the about section and everything
Yeah.
to update that.
I'll go get my computer.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to kind of start out with a little bit of why Facebook in general. I think it is kind of obvious how prevalent Facebook is everywhere, but there are over 3 million active users. It is free. It is absolutely free no matter what you do. The main difference is that your business page is a page that collects fans. They don't have to know you, they've never had to have met you, and they are there for information. Your profile page is your friends, people you know, people that wish they knew you maybe, and they want to know what you had for dinner last night. So your business page isn't really particularly for that. There are a lot more rules, obviously, for the business page. As a business, the personal life has more rules. But I think one of the biggest myths about a business page is that you have to have a ton of followers. You have to have thousands of people liking your page in order for it to actually be seen, but that's not really the case, because if you think of, if you know 2 people and they know 2 people who know 2 people, anything they like from your page is now on their page, even if you've never seen or been friends with or been liked by the person seeing it. So the exposure just kind of multiplies without you really having to do much of anything. And the fastest growing demographic on Facebook is that of those who are 35 years and older. And I don't know if that's because when it first started, that age group was not invited to be on Facebook at all. It was a college only, then high school only, and adults, what have you, were not allowed. And now that they are, maybe that's why there's so much room for growth. But I also believe that the people I know that are buying houses are not my age. So that's good.
There are a lot of advantages to using Facebook business page for your real estate business. A lot of that, it's free, so that's a #1 tool. You can connect with your friends and your family. You can stay in touch with current and past clients. So if they're friends or if they're liking your page, anything you post, they're getting updates on. So you're the utmost on their mind. So if somebody needs a recommendation on a realtor, they know you're actively in the business. You can invite your friends to like your business page, so they are linked to your personal page, so you can invite them to like them. So you have that pool that you can start with, and then you can expand from there.
Yeah, those last 2 points are kind of just some of the best parts about it, is that you are not hounding someone. You're not getting a lot of pressure, pick me as a realtor, but you are getting your name out there. You are completely harmlessly being on the top of their mind.
Stalking them.
Yes.
And you're proving yourself as a professional in the business. You're giving your name credibility by posting things and posting recent listings, open houses. It shows activity and it shows that you're a professional in the industry. And it's posting where people are. So.
And the more you procrastinate, the less you have it, basically. And everybody else is increasingly becoming and having a presence on Facebook, so you can be the one without it if you want, but it only takes a little bit of effort to even get started, and it's extremely addictive. I'll be on Facebook on my computer, and autopilot will get on my phone on my Facebook app, and what am I doing? I'm on both at the same time. It's the same information, but it just becomes such a second nature, such a scrolling through. It's like reading the MSN homepage. When I scroll through my mini feed, seeing things, I see news, I see people, everyone that I know is having a baby right now, but I see all of that, and without even having to do anything. Sitting in the car, not driving, you're the passenger, looking on Facebook on your phone, it really becomes second nature, so stop being skeptical about it and just do it. So we are going to jump into actually creating a business page for our fabulous volunteer, Katie Frank. No one look at her. And she has a profile page that is not horribly active, but she's on there. And we are going to connect her to a business page and set that up, and you all can follow through. There in your handout, there are 11 steps that we are pretty much going to follow to get just having a profile page to actually having a business page that is linked for that. So Katie is going to take you through that. Jot down some questions if you have any. If there seems to be a lot, we can kind of stop and go through what's happening. And this might be the part that a lot of you have already done. Can we get a show of hands how many people do have business pages? Okay, so like half.
Use it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see if you did all these steps. I always think of LinkedIn, how if you have LinkedIn, it tells you, has this little circle and it fills up the more efficient and filled out your profile is. And they're constantly saying, hey, you're like a 75%, do this, do this. So you kind of have to think of your Facebook business page like that. Do I have the most, have I filled out every blank there is? And the more you do, the better your page will be.
Okay, so what I did was went to Facebook and logged into Katie's personal account. Does everybody have a personal Facebook that's here? In order to create a business page, you have to link it to a personal account. So even if you don't have a personal Facebook page, you can create kind of a dummy Facebook, personal Facebook that, you don't do anything with it, but it's just linked to the account. So after you log in order to create a page, you click this drop down arrow right here.
Create a page, yeah.
Right, or did I just miss it?
Yes, right on very top.
Oh, right here, you just click create a page. And I'm sorry, is there any way to zoom this out so they can?
New, I don't know how to do that. Okay, you got it.
There we go, okay. And what you guys want to select is a local business or place, which is this one right here. So we click that one. And this is where we choose the category, which if you scroll down, there is one for real estate right here. Business, place, or name, this is where you put yourself as so we're going to put Katie Frank. And then this is where we talked about putting your broker's name as well. So JP Wiegand, you can put JP Wiegand. If you want to put your office, you can, JP Wiegand West. But we can just do JP Wiegand, just so it relates your name with the broker's name. This will keep you out of trouble when you're posting things and not having your broker's name associated with you. It just kind of keeps you a little bit out of trouble. And then your street address, yes.
Are you saying that the JP Wiegand pulls up on the front part of it, or just?
That's like the title of your page. So
Okay.
you're putting your name as on there to label yourself, but then also your broker.
So if she were to comment on someone else's something as her business page, it would say Katie Frank, JP Wiegand. So you're constantly linked together, and I think it's easier for you too, because when you're like, oh, which one do I click on to go to my personal, my business, it's going to be very clear, the difference.
And then do we need to put realtor on that? JP Wiegand realtor?
Let's just do it.
Yeah, right.
And when you sign up on your computer, on Facebook, can you go on your iPhone or your iPad and get that same?
Yes, yes, and we'll talk about mobile.
Okay.
We'll talk about mobile here in a
Because every
little
time I go on to do that, it wants you to sign up for a new one, and I already accidentally did 3.
bit. Oh, no. Yes, we'll go through the mobile devices as well.
Okay.
Your street address needs to be your broker's address, so wherever your license is hung. Katie's is at the East office, so it'll be 6530 East 13th Street North. The phone number, do you want your cell phone number? Okay.
316-990-7119.
Perfect. Okay, so then it's that easy to get started. So then it'll, see if it loads. So this is what prompts you. It'll literally take you step by step on how to do this. This is where you further define your category. So we do real estate agent. And this is your description. This is where you can type in Katie's bio. So
She has one online.
So what we're just going to do is go to Wiegand's website, copy her bio from there for right now. If you want to edit it, go for it.
Your children are frozen in time on it. Your oldest is 16 on there, so.
That's okay.
He's getting married, that's all right.
I have some web pages like that.
A picture's frozen in time too.
So is mine.
Okay, so we're just gonna copy and paste, which is exactly what you guys can do if you don't feel like retyping your whole bio.
Just make sure it's still true.
Yeah, just, I would double check the,
And if you need to redo your bio, send it to me, and I'll repost it.
Okay.
Then will that automatically, if you
there a charge?
repost it, then I need to switch it to Facebook.
Not only like a little.
Is there a
guideline.
charge?
Short, to get past.
No, absolutely
Well,
not.
they used to,
No, yeah, it's been years ago.
probably since I changed mine.
So we led you wrong there. This is just a short, like, tagline, like your slogan, if you have one. And then there's a section later that we're gonna paste that big chunk into.
Okay, and then if you have a personal Katie, do you have a website? No. Okay, if you have a personal website, you can put your website in here to link this page to your website. If not, you can put the YGAN website if you want. So we'll just do that for right now, and then this is where you enter in your address. So this would be the URL that you share with everyone. So
Can
it'd
I
be-
make a suggestion?
Yes.
Under the website, go to your personal profile page and make that the URL that you use there. So instead of going to YGAN.com, it's going to go to your personal page. Does that make sense?
No, that's probably
Say that again, Lynn.
Okay, see where it's asking for your website? If you have your own website, you'll want to put www.lynchandler.com. But if you don't have your own website, go to your personal profile page on YGAN.com and copy that URL and paste it there. So when they click on it, it's going to go to your face, not just the YGAN homepage. Okay?
Show them what you're talking
She
just did it.
So what I just, sorry, I did that really quickly, I apologize. If you go back to, I'm on Katie's profile on the YGAN website right now. If you just copy this link up at the top, copy it and then paste it onto where it has your website right here, it'll link directly to that page on the YGAN website.
Now, what about, but you also could just put in your own, could you put in your own?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this unique Facebook web address, that's where, like I said, the URL that you're going to hand out or that you give to everybody. So we would make it Katie Frank. We can put Katie Frank Realtor. What do you want it, Katie?
That's fine.
Okay. Okay, and then if they ask, is Katie Frank JP Wagon Realtor a real establishment or business or venue? We say yes, because they can't, people come here and meet with you and go over that, so we can't say yes. And that also puts you as a place on a map, so people can find where you are. So we'll say yes, and then will Katie Frank be authorized? And we'll say yes.
What's Katie's business page name?
That is the Katie Frank JP Wagan Realtor. So then we just save the info. And it'll take us to the next step, which is uploading a profile picture. And you can either import it from a website or upload it from your computer, which is what most people will do. So I hit upload from computer, and then you find the location.
I'm not hooked up to the S drive, but if you go into my pictures, I'm sure I have her.
Okay.
from her page that we're just.
Oh, yep, we can't get on that strap. Okay.
But I have it in my I have her photo in my pictures, I'm sure.
Sure.
So just type in Katie Frank on your file name and it'll probably pull it up.
Well, and this is one of technical stuff. Anything you have questions with, just if it's like this, go ahead and jot it down and we can get together and do that. But for the purpose of setting up the page, don't get too caught up on that stuff.
This add to your favorites, this just shows up, you can see the profile we'll go back to her personal Facebook and I'll show you where it is, but it's on the left-hand side where it has your news feed, your messages, your events. It'll have Katie Frame and YN Realtor right there. So we can add it just so you can see where it is, and we can go next. And then this reach more people is where you can invite friends to like your page. Personally, I would, no, this is asking you to do ads. So if we don't want to do ads, we can just do skip, which I would, if you're going to do Facebook ads, I'd wait until your page is 100% set up and is appearing how you want it to appear before you broadcast it to a
And
bunch
has
of people.
posts on it.
Yeah, and it shows it's active, so maybe wait a couple weeks after you really get it going and then start doing ads, just so, you know, it shows activity and it just doesn't look like a stagnant page. So we're just gonna skip that for right now. Right, so this is the back end of her business page. So it operates pretty much the same thing as your personal page as far as posting, all of that stuff. It operates very similar. So we're gonna say she's gonna like her own business page. And then when it asks you to invite your email contacts, again, I would wait until you have it to where you want it to be before you're inviting, especially your friends. Because you want to especially have a really good presence to your friends. You know, you want people to like your page. And so we're going to hit next, and we're going to...
You don't want.
Will it ask us that every time, or do we need to go back
No,
and find
this is
it?
because it's the first time you're creating this page. It's going to kind of take you through a couple steps to see what you want to do. But every time you come in, it won't, but you can access it every time you come in.
Okay.
So, and the help menu, that is just the help desk for Facebook. So if you have problems with your page, you can submit questions, or you can look at the frequently asked questions, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of showing you around. This top part is called your admin panel, and that is only visible to you or to add any admins you have on your page. So the rest of the world only sees from here down. So that's only you. Up on the top, this is your insights. So as you post things, you can see how many people are viewing your posts, how many people engaged on your posts, as far as liked it, commented on it, that sort of thing. You can see if you have any messages, if people have directly messaged you. And this right here is where you can invite your Facebook friends to like your page, which is, I strongly recommend going through and inviting your friends to do that.
Can I interject something?
Absolutely.
Realtor needs to be all caps.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
Yes.
On her name up there, you mean, JPYN?
Yes, whenever you use Realtor, it needs to be all caps, or it needs to have a registered trademark sign.
Okay, we'll get that changed.
Is it important to have that? Is there,
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you can't.
You don't have to. It kind of establishes you as a realtor, not just JPYN. Either way, I've seen it done both ways. So it's really personal preference. We can go in and change that. Let's see, what do we want to do? You can add a cover photo, which do we have any, where'd Molly go? The cover photo is that background photo that you see on everybody's Facebook page, is that big picture. That's pretty. So if we go to add a cover, and then you can choose from your page photos, but you don't have any photos right now uploaded on there, so you don't have any to choose from. So we can upload a
Dean had a
picture.
good suggestion to put the YN logo in the background would be some, or maybe a picture of your office, or
Or Wichita.
a picture of your
I
family.
have my family, so they can see it.
Yeah. So if we really want it, can I just go through and
Absolutely.
grab one?
As long as it's, yeah. As long
Okay.
as it's-
As long as it's okay. We'll read it.
Let's scroll through all of her pictures.
I pictures of my grandson on there.
Okay, so this is a picture of Barb. Sorry, Barb. And if
At the
see how it's
bar, of
positioned a
course,
little
yeah.
weird? You can drag it down and reposition, but it's really that simple, just to upload a picture and so then you just hit save, and there you go. Sorry, Katie, Barb and Sarah on your page. Okay, so down here is where you post, just like on your personal page. You can post a status right here, or you can change it to if you want to upload a photo or a video, or if you want to create a photo album. So if you have a house that you just list and you want to upload a bunch of pictures of it, you can upload an album for that address. And then if you're having an event, you can invite people to an event. You can do that as well.
That would be a great place to post like the pumpkin giveaway or, certain things that you have at your office.
I use mine from Whitegan.com and share mine on Facebook and make sure I'm on my business pages where I put how I get my listings online.
Yep, and you can do that as well. So you can link to like your listings on the Whitegan site, or on if you have a personal website, you can pull up the listing on your personal website and link it there. That way, if they click on the link, they're still following you. So it's all related.
So uploading a photo would be just one photo, and creating an album would be a whole bunch of photos.
No, you can upload multiple photos. So say we wanted to upload all of these, we just hit open, and it'll.
And that's when you click on upload photo?
Yep, and that's just upload photos.
Oh.
If you want to organize them, because that'll just go into your, what they call timeline photos, which is just photos you post on your timeline. If you create an actual album, it will organize the photos, and you can name the album, like that address, and, you can organize the photos a little bit. So I will post these. So if you decide you don't want to upload them, you can just hit this X, and it'll take them off there.
And we can
for
do
you.
that from our iPhone too? Photos
Yes,
from our
ma'am.
iPhone.
Let's see.
Can you delete those timeline photos? If you want to delete something that's been posted on your timeline?
Yep, if you've posted, you can delete both. You can delete two sites. So if somebody has posted on your timeline and you don't want it to show, you can delete those. And if you've posted and you want to delete, you can do that as well. And I can post, and if I say post, and I say, oops, I really didn't want to do that. If you scroll over the post and see this arrow that pops up right here, if you click on it, you can just delete it. Sure you want to delete it? Yes. So we delete it, and it's gone. So, and then you can edit posts too. So if you notice you posted something and you notice you have a misspelling or the link's not working, you can go in and re-edit those posts. So you can fix whatever needs to be fixed. The About section, this is where you can really go in and edit your information and add a lot more information about you. So it already pulls up where we are, her phone number, and that website that we put, but we can add more. So this is where we can add that bio, and this is also where we can change the Facebook feed. So we're going to go ahead.
Where did you get to that at?
If you go back to her Facebook and you click this About section,
Oh, okay.
right here, you click it, and then when you hover over About, it says Edit, and if you click on Edit, it'll pull up this whole list, and so we're going to fix her page name right now. It'll let me. We're going to hit Save Changes. So do I need to fix it on our URL as well?
I don't think it matters on the URL.
Okay. This is where you can change your hours of operation. If you want to add, I'm in the office from 8 to 5 every day. I mean, you don't have to. Sometimes it doesn't really apply because we work 12 hours a day. So, the short description is that little one-liner that we put in there. Sorry, my eyes are a little...
And that's somewhere too, if you feel like you specialize in something, if there's, you know, if you're a patio home specialist, or you also are, you stage homes, you can kind of put all of those in there, kind of like a one little tagline type of thing.
Okay. I think I found it. The long description is where you can put your entire bio. So what I just did is I went back to her bio on the YGAN page, and I just highlighted what she had entered there, and I copied, and I just pasted it into where it has this long description. Then I just hit Save Changes, and it will automatically add that. You don't really have a price range. Some of this stuff doesn't apply. If you want to add your email address so people can email you directly from your page, you can do that.
Please do that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay, so that all looks good.
Yes.
Let's go back to your general info. This is all your privacy settings. So if you want to change any settings on the back end of your website as far as people, what people can do and what you can do on your page, I highly recommend you go through this and just make sure it's set up how you want. The post visibility, obviously you want them to appear on your timeline. Sometimes there are certain pages that want to hide posts and everything, but we don't really want to do that. Privacy for post control off. So the messages, that is enabled. So that means people can directly message you on your website or on the Facebook page, which I highly recommend. So if somebody has a question that they want to message you about, they can do that.
And those are the private, not the,
Yeah, those
not
are
right on your wall.
Could we be notified when that happens?
Yes. And then the tagging ability, this, I would look at this, who can tag you on your, who can tag photos on your website. So we've seen to where I've uploaded a picture on my website and Lynn wants to tag herself in one of those pictures. If you allow others, she could do that, or you can be in charge of tagging people. If you don't want random people tagging themselves in pictures, I wouldn't allow people to tag on your site.
But if you do not let people post on your business page, you're not going to get any interaction, which is going to decrease your traffic.
Posting on my wall versus
Yeah,
messaging.
And you can have like clients posting on your wall. Oh, such an awesome realtor, had a great experience.
Right,
you know, testimonials can go on that. So I mean, there's a lot of good that comes with people have freedom to. That's where the page name that kind of defines that this is your business page and not your personal page. But if you ever have anything that you don't want posted, you can go in and delete or hide that post from your page so nobody else can see it.
And if you have a friend that you want to hide all their posts, you can do that. Or you can defriend them. I mean, on your personal page, is what I'm saying.
Well, and just like on your personal page, you can block users from your business page. So if you have somebody that's just not leaving you alone, or, you know, it happens very rarely. But, you know, if you just have somebody that's just all over your page, commenting on everything, and you don't want them to, you can block them from your page. So you can do a one-on-one and not restrict everybody from posting on your page.
I think also if you block someone on your personal page, it unfriends them. I actually did that to my sister by chance. It only happened for 2 weeks, you know, we got it fixed. But that was my experience. If you actually block someone on your personal page, then it does unfriend them.
Yeah, it makes them completely disappear. You will not see anything they do ever. Even if they comment on someone else's wall, you don't see that. They are gone. They're blocked from your life.
Which in some cases is a good way.
So I'm going to set her profanity filter to a medium. I don't think you really shouldn't have an issue in our industry, but you never know. So similar page suggestions. This, you want to make sure this is turned on. This happens whenever somebody's like viewing a page and you know how it pops up other pages you may like. Has everybody seen that kind of link? If that's turned on, then your page could show up. It's just more exposure for you. So it can't do you any harm to have it on.
Which one is that?
The
Big flags.
the similar page selections, this one right here. Or suggestions, sorry. And then the comment replies turned on for your page, so that when you post things, people can reply to your post, so you want to make sure that's on, so people can comment on your photos or videos or whatever you upload. The merge duplicate pages, you shouldn't have to worry about that unless you already had a Facebook business page and then you made a new one and you wanted to pull them together, but you shouldn't have to worry about that. Or you can just completely delete your page. So, the admin roles, this is where you can add any admins to your page. So if you don't want to be the only one that's managing it, you can add an admin that can possibly post and everything. Is anybody working on a team? Yeah. This might be a good to where you could have one unified Facebook, and you could each have an admin role, and you could post on one Facebook and not have your separate Facebooks. So the only catch to this is you have to be a personal friend with those people on Facebook. Does that make
Totally
sense?
separate. I don't have, I obviously take care of the Facebook page for him, but it's off of his personal page.
So if you
That's
both
okay.
have personal, this one thing will be a link on each of yours, and if you are operating from each of your personal pages, the outcome is only on one business page.
So it's linked to his email, and how do you access it?
I hack into it.
Through
Like all his other accounts.
So you use his login information
Right.
and log in and do it. Well, this is a way that you can link it to your personal.
Okay.
He can give you administrative access to that page.
Or I can
So
give
I'll-
it to myself.
Yeah.
And then you can log in as you and not hack into
Okay.
hack into his page. So what you would do is start typing the person's name. So Molly. So we start typing.
Well, we might not be friends.
If you're not friend, that's the only catch is you have to be personal
I
friends.
think I'm your
in
friend,
order-
aren't I, Katie? I think I am. Try Lynn Shannon.
Katie's not friends with anybody.
Maybe not.
I'm not very friendly
Well,
at all.
and I don't think you have to be, because I have a Facebook page for my clients and a personal Facebook page. And my personal Facebook page, I have linked to my business one, and I'm not friends with my two pages.
But you did it like
Right.
Okay.
But I don't remember how I did it, but I'm set up to where I can run
That's,
that
you just
from
have to
that.
be friends with the people that you create
Yeah.
admins for. So if
Right.
you want to give Lynn administrative access to your page, you have to be Facebook friends with her. So, or you can type any address. And this is where you can change roles. So if you click on this, there are 5 different roles that somebody can be on your Facebook page. So a manager can change anything on the Facebook page. They basically have complete access. The content creator can mainly just post and reply to posts. The moderator can only reply to posts, so it's kind of handling all of the back end. If somebody puts a negative thing on your wall and you need to fix it, you reply, that kind of thing. The advertiser can only handle ads, Facebook ads, and then insights analysts can only just see the back end and what the page is doing. They can't post anything.
So this is for when you're hiring people to do stuff for you, basically.
You can kind of restrict their access to your page. So if you want somebody to come in and post something for you, but
Oh, go ahead.
but just not be able to change anything on the back end of your page, then they can just be a content creator, and that's it.
That just made me think of something that may be getting too far ahead, but
Okay.
on mine, I like to go on to sometimes on Pinterest.
Uh-huh.
Take some, maybe interior colors, whatever, do in the house and put on my Facebook page. But there's been times when I've wanted to put that on my business page and it says I'm not allowed to do that, but if I switch to my personal page, it'll allow me, and is it because of that maybe I have it under content creator instead of manager? Do you think?
It could be. I'd have to.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that would be too far over, so. it just
No,
made me
it
think.
could be. What was the error that's coming on?
I think it just says it won't allow me to do that, and I'm not sure if it's because it's a business page, and then what I'm trying to take over from Pinterest would be, let's say, from Better Homes and Gardens, something about interiors and house, I don't know. I don't know if it's sensing something there, but it won't allow it.
There's gotta be some sort of disconnect
Yeah.
there. And I can maybe talk to you
Okay, that's
after class. Cause that's something I have to look at.
Okay.
So that's basic. Does anybody have any questions on the admins?
Well, not an admin, go ahead.
Or do you have any questions?
Well, just in general, and there's a couple of us in here, several, that have a business page, we just never use it.
Right.
So, so, just asking everybody, and then, what do you suggest we try to activate that and start? Okay,
They're getting there.
okay.
Promise.
And we'll go right there. So we're gonna go back to her, I'm highlighting things, gosh. Okay, we're gonna go back to her page like this, her home page. These are called, your apps on here, and this is where you can add, links to things. So if you click on these, you can, oops. Yes. So you can add your photos, the photos and likes, you can change things around. On ours, like for instance, we have a house account, so I have it linked directly to my house, so they can see what I post on house. You can link it directly to your Pinterest if you want to do that, just so people can see what you're doing on other sites. And if you need help setting those up, let me know, because you go to this Find More apps. And it's just stuff, as you explore more, you'll figure out the different possibilities you can do on your page.
And you're gonna get more ideas on this as we go through the different classes every week. You'll find out a way to interact your different social media accounts.
Yeah.
So she's got a business page that can now operate. We would recommend that she, with me maybe, goes in and spruces up just a little bit more, and then go ahead and invite that whole string of friends. And then tomorrow, if you have more than 30 likes, you can see what people are clicking on, what people are looking at. You can actually watch it come to life and what is popular. And when you put a status with a picture versus a status without a picture, you'll see that way more people like the picture than, and not even physically like it, but even click on it. People can click on it and you'll know. So that's kind of the neat end to the business page, is you get to see the analytics, the insights. You just have to have 30 people like it.
Can you show them yours, Katie, real quick?
Yeah.
You have
The,
to have
the,
this up and running.
the analytics
Like
piece
a
is
page
really
where
cool.
you can see the
In
analytics.
order to see the analytics.
Please.
Okay. You should be able to get to 30 people.
You can thank me.
Okay.
Everybody in your own office likes your page. You're good.
And under those general settings, you can also unpublish your page. So, like Katie at the very beginning, when she's getting everything up and running, and she doesn't really want people to see it, we can unpublish it. And then when she's ready for everyone to be able to see it, we can go back and change that without having to completely delete the
Oh, that's
page.
good. I didn't know that. That's cool.
So-
And without everyone seeing you work through it.
Right.
I mean, you're
Mhm.
doing
You
that
can-
behind the scenes.
Yeah, you can get it up and ready, and then you can publish the page so everyone can see it. So, okay, we'll go back to the PowerPoint.
Did you show me your insights?
Oh, so sorry. I will. And then, I'm sorry, I did not touch on this. To get to your page, your business page, all you have to do is click on this top right-hand corner, and where it has use Facebook as, then you click on your business page, and now you're using Facebook as your business page and not your personal page. So then if you want to switch back, it's the exact same thing. So you can kind of toggle
So how do
between
you
the two.
click on that? On like an iPad, there isn't that little arrow over there. Is there someplace else on?
It's
can
on
you-
the left.
It's on the left?
If you hit more,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, the more is on the right, and then it pulls a menu to the left, and there is like your profile. So if you ever wanted to see your profile on your phone app, it's kind of tricky to get to. But then right underneath that should be your business page, and you click on that, and then you're therefore operating as that other page. Did that all happen?
Okay, and then your page also shows up on the left-hand side I have a bunch of pages on here, but on your left-hand side, and I'm going to show you the back end of ours, and kind of what shows up on ours is you're posting more. So these up here are all of our posts that we've done, and how many people we've reached by doing these. Clearly you can see which ones are reaching more people than others. And these are our messages. These are my personal friends that, since it's linked to my personal, I just granted myself access so I can just reach it. So those are my personal friends if I choose to invite them to like this page. So as we scroll down, I mean, you can just, there are a lot of possibilities you can do with adding apps. And it just provides you a lot
Is
of.
anyone else, is everyone following what she's doing?
No, but what else was there?
I'm like, just like,
For instance, who's familiar with House? Anybody? Yeah? Okay, so I have a House account. I have linked it to my House, and so anything, all of the pictures I have posted on House show up on my Facebook page. So it's kind of using the social networks together.
You can do the same with Pinterest.
How do we get that house on ours?
House, that is, get with me after class, and I'll show you. It's under your Get More Apps, you can just link them. I believe I did it through my House account. You can link it with your Facebook and link it to your business page. You should be able to.
Could I ask that maybe we stop here? Let us go home and play and maybe.
There's a
Well, wait,
whole
th-
other half.
There's a whole other half about what to post. So and that's the most important thing.
For the people
Okay.
that are here that already
Yeah,
have the
we're
pages.
done,
So
we're
if
done
you wanna
going
go.
through the pages. We're getting back to the,
Could we maybe have another session on the stuff you just done? You know, maybe.
Or you can meet with me, Karen, if you want, and we'll do one-on-one.
Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. How many one-on-ones are you willing to do?
You guys, remember.
How many agents are there?
Remember that I offer tech coaching, and I haven't talked about this for a long time, and some of you have taken advantage of this, but all you have to do is make an appointment with me. Liz has done it, and I'll spend an hour with you doing whatever it is that you want to do for technology. But you know, you need to make an appointment, and I'll come to you, and we'll spend an hour together doing whatever it is you want to do. So take advantage of that if you choose. And I'm cheap. That would be free.
Okay, so now what? So for some of you that have been waiting for this part of the system, now what? Okay, so it's not effective unless it provides a reason for them to visit. If all it tells them is your name and where you work, they already know that most likely, and that doesn't tell them much more. So the key to gaining return visits is to keep an active account. Keep posting things, post useful things, interesting things, that people are not like, oh my gosh, they're posting something again, because we all have those friends that you just can't look at their stuff anymore. So you don't want to be the person someone blocks. The easiest way to post new content is without even creating an original thought, piece, anything of your own, and that is simply by scrolling through your feed and, ooh, I like that. You click like on all the people that follow you, they now see that Katie Frank liked this post. And so your name is reproduced on their page without you having done much more than click the little thumbs up button. Linda was saying earlier that she likes to share things. If you see an article you like, you just click share and it does it for you. It makes it very easy. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I'm sorry, what feed, was this from your personal or what feed were you talking about? Can you just kind of say that again a little bit?
Sure. So when you are on your Facebook business page, is there a feed?
Yep, there's still a news feed.
There's a news feed like your profile, like your personal page. When you get on and there's just so-and-so did this, and other person did this, and so-and-so put these
But
pictures.
that's only once you have friends, right?
Right, this is now what? Now that you've established your business page, now that you are up and running.
But those feeds, you're only gonna have those once you have friends, right?
The news feed that shows up on your business page shows up on business pages that you like, if that makes sense. So as your business page, you can go to other business pages and like those. So I would like relevant, like for instance, we like the National Association of Home Builders, and I post from them a lot because we're new homes. So you can like JP and maybe post something that they posted. So go through and like those pages, and then their feeds, so what they're posting will show up on your news feed. And that'll help you share those.
When somebody likes your business page, what happens at that point? Do they become like on a list so that when you post something, they receive something on their personal page about your business page?
Yes, so
Okay.
if I were to follow Katie from my personal page and she does something, that's in my personal feed. I see her doing that.
However, what you have to know is not every single thing is going to show up on your feed. So I think it's important not only to like and share, but to do your own posting, to develop your own content. And when we have the Hootsuite class, we'll talk more about that.
Okay, so,
Does that make sense? So they like your page, and whenever you post something, it'll show up in the personal newsfeed of the person that likes your page. And now it doesn't show up on every person that likes your page. It doesn't show up on everybody's.
but the more you put out there, the better your odds.
It's a numbers
Now,
game.
in order for me to have a feed, do I have to go out and then like other business pages?
Yes, if you don't like or follow anything, there will be nothing to feed your feed. So
I have
yes.
to like or follow.
And that helps you in return, scratches your back, you scratch theirs, because it puts those on your page. So someone could go to just you and see all of those other pages all in one spot.
So if I'm on my personal page, because I don't have a business page yet, and I've liked some business pages, will those show up on my business, or do
No.
I need to like them from my business pages?
Like it from your business
Okay.
page.
Linda?
How do we find those business pages to like?
We're gonna get
We're
there.
gonna get there. So does anybody have, yeah.
Katie's a client of mine.
Uh-huh,
She's a friend on my personal page.
uh-huh,
I want her to go to my business page because I want her to give me more people.
uh-huh.
How do I,
So back in that part where she said, here's your bank of friends,
yes?
you can click invite, invite, invite to all of them. But we didn't do that step yet because
We're
we
not
don't want
ready.
them to come like
Not ready
nothing.
yet.
To like
And
Sarah and
and
Barbara.
you can, if you have a specific friend in mind, you can type in the name, so you're not.
My test friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's just some best practices for maintaining. And they are to make sure that your profile picture is like the one on your real profile where it's a good, clear picture, it looks good next to whatever you publish. The easiest way is to ask the questions because that just is begging for someone to interact with you. Ask a question, ask an opinion about what services could you provide that you can ask whatever you want within reason of what you would like of your clients.
A great example, is anybody friends with Carolyn Scarrett? I am, and she does great things. She pulls unique floor plans or a unique feature of a property, and she'll say, like this or not, or would you like to have this in your house, or whatever, and it causes great discussion. So that, she's a perfect example of somebody who does a great job of that.
The other thing is keep your text-only posts at a minimum. Just like any media ever, you look at a newspaper, you're going to look at the pictures. You look at a magazine, pictures, and then words.
Video too.
And yes, anything that's not just text-only, maybe 95% needs to have another visual something. Post in the morning, most people, all the things I found say post in the morning, you'll have more viewers. Be yourself, be real, support your other. If you like every other person in your office, that's already potentially 45, what, other people, 70, I don't know. If you like the whole JP Wagon in general, you've got this big bank of people who have a big bank of people who have a big bank of people who all have clients. So without even going outside of the company, you can get past that 30 at least to see your insights. In your handout is this list of links, and so these are things you can go to and like them. So here you can have, this is 10 likes just from this handout, from this list. You like them, it puts them on your page. Then you get all of the news from these things in your feed. Then you can like that, share it, and you've got your whole little bank of material ready to go. So this is, I went to one of those, which was Realtor.com's Facebook. You hover over the like button, this is what it showed up. You click like, and it says when you like a page, you'll start to see some of the updates in your news feed. It is also a great way to show your support. So I did that, liked it. Now, next to my new homes in my Wygand East, it shows this on my page that I like Realtor.com.
And remember to like it as your business page.
Right.
Otherwise, it's going to show up on your personal page, which is not a bad thing.
Then you
But
can
you
go there
want it
like-
on your business
We
page.
haven't shown how to get to your newsfeed off your business page, because you've only shown them the back end.
Right.
Okay. If
She
we,
can show from yours, because Katie won't have a news feed yet.
Right.
yeah,
We'll do that. So this is a,
I was gonna say, scroll through the rest of it.
okay, yeah, this is a good example. This is someone's page, I blocked out their name and just for whatever reason. But call if you want more information, want to see what your neighborhood is doing. This is Wichita Area Home Sales Continue Their Ascent, Wichita Business Journal. So that's interesting, your clients might like that. She's asked them to further contact her if they want to know more. Another thing this person did was said, hey, look at this is neat. Would you like this in your home?
Step back now.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
And it's just, see, you all like
Oh, I
this.
love
It's just an
that.
example. Exactly, so you would show your like with a click of a button. And so those are things you can put up, and then your clients see that you have a tasteful eye, and they'll take your advice, and you guys can talk about stuff like that. This is, I don't remember this. Okay, so I went to this website that we've already visited today. I highlighted the URL at the top and copied it. Then went to my page and hit Control-V or right-click and paste in the place where it asks you to do an update. All I did was hit paste, and it gave me this link. I typed out check out my profile on YGAN.com. It gives me the thumbnail, it gives me the title, and it gives me the intro to the article. All I did was copy and paste.
And you can delete that ugly URL after it links. So after that picture pops up and you see that Wichita Real Estate Wagon Realtor, you can go back up to the top where it has the www.wagon.idx, so you can get rid of that because it's already linked. It was just using that as the source.
And it has a nice, much more short and sweet URL here. And this is also a perfect example from the legal side of including your broker in your posts. There's no doubt about it where she is getting this from and what she represents. So does that make some sense, a little bit sense?
That's a great idea. I never thought about putting your personal profile in there. That's a great
And
idea.
that was just an example of what I could post. I mean, if you pick any article off of anything, any news story, it will format the same way. It will give you a thumbnail, it will give you the headline, and you can write your post. So you don't have to figure out how to get the picture and how to get the words and how to design it. You literally copy and paste.
And then you can go back and erase it once that.
Yeah, you can erase
that
part.
and it will still, and that will still link.
Because this, I didn't actually
to
post
the
this, because this would be really weird if I posted this on my profile page. You just hit post, and then it would go into all those people that follow you's feed. So then Barbara, do you want to talk about the legal?